Every night before I went to sleep, I would cut off my long hair with a razor blade, then use wax to stick the hair onto my hood, successfully making a wig. But one night while I was resting, a big hand suddenly covered my mouth. I was lifted up and carried away. The man was Immortan Joe's son. He really liked how pretty I looked. While he was checking me out from head to toe, I seized the chance to run. As I fled, I smeared engine oil all over my face. By the time Immortan Joe's son caught up, I was already gone. Below was a sheer drop into the abyss. Seeing that, Immortan Joe's son panicked. He hurriedly threw the wig down, pretending nothing had happened. He didn't know I was hiding directly beneath him. I managed to escape. I disguised myself as a wheel mechanic and lived quietly in Immortan Joe's fortress. Every day I did the dirtiest, hardest work, believing that one day I'd definitely get out of there. 5 years later, I finally got my chance. Immortan Joe decided to lead a convoy across the desert to trade supplies with the refinery city. It was the perfect chance for me to escape, so I prepared carefully in secret. But the day before we left, Immortan Joe's son suddenly showed up. To hide the fact that I was a woman, I hadn't spoken a single word all these years. Everyone thought I was mute, but Immortan Joe's son seemed to have noticed something. In fact, 5 years earlier, I was still the carefree little princess of the oasis. It was the last refuge on Earth. People lived peacefully there. Outside the oasis, nuclear war had long turned the world into a wasteland. People slaughtered each other for resources. But on this day, some uninvited guests suddenly arrived, shattering years of peace. While I was picking peaches, I heard arguing from the foot of the hill. I saw a group of masked invaders. I panicked. If they spread word of the oasis, our home would definitely face disaster. I immediately told my sister to go back and warn our mother, while I quietly followed the intruders, planning to drain the fuel from their bikes to slow them down. But the very next second,